I brought the Winter Snow Fairy King from Tinkerbell the movie, Secret of the Wings.
And I am taking this as a sign that Alison Saft wrote this book for me and me personally. If you weren't a Tinkerbell movie child growing up, then I feel very sorry for you. You should definitely go and watch these movies right now. If you, like me, were a Tinkerbell child and had no idea this book was coming out this year, then hi, let's talk about my first 5-star book of 2025. Wings of Starlight is about Queen Clarion, who is the Queen of Pixie Hollow, and the Lord of Winter, Mallory. If you have seen Tinkerbell Secret of the Wings, then you will know the backstory, and you know one of the main spoilers from the movie. This book is the prequel to Secret of the Wings, so the spoiler that happens in the movie, you find out why in this book. I knew how this book was going to end, and I still had my heart broken and I was crying. I feel like it quenched my curiosity for the backstory, but I have not stopped thinking about it since I've read it. It's so beautifully written with such whimsical tones, and I feel like if you were a fairy girl, then you definitely know what I mean when it just ignites that childlike wonder in you. It's such an easy read and so descriptive. The way Alison Saft has such sensory detail when writing, it really immerses you in the world that she's talking about, which is what makes it so magical. So basically, the plot of this movie is that we have a young Queen Clarion who is about to have her coronation to become the Queen of Pixie Hollow. In Pixie Hollow, we have the warm seasons and the winter seasons. It's incredibly dangerous for warm fairies to go into the winter border because their wings could freeze and snap, and likewise, the winter fairies are not able to come to summer because their wings could melt and break. The warm fairies have always been told by the current queen that winter fairies are dangerous and violent and just not to engage with them. However, when the nightmare creatures escape from the winter woods and start attacking the warm fairies, putting them into unwakeable sleeps, curious Queen Clarion heads over to Winter herself to find out what the problem is and how she can fix it. And it is along her way into the winter woods that she finds the Lord of Winter, Mallory, and their romance begins from there. The amount of yearning in this book had me kicking and giggling. It's being in love but separated by distance trope. I'm gonna read you a few quotes just so you can try and understand what I feel for this book. He was gazing at her like she was something to marvel at. There was no mistaking the wide open yearning in his eyes. She loved his steadfastness, his kindness, even his reckless, selfless bravery. She loved his wry humour and his unshakable devotion to his people. She loved him because he had set her free too, and yet he had broken her heart. If anything happened to him, she would not survive it. And Mallory, loyal to his very core, would throw himself in danger for her time and time again. Beneath his gaze, she could almost believe that she was something precious and irreplaceable. I don't think there will ever be enough words for me to describe how much I love this book, but if you haven't read this and you're a Tinkerbell lover, 100,000% you need to read it. And also, even if you're not a Tinkerbell fan and you've not seen any of the movies, I would still give this a go. I feel like it's Disney and there is nothing that Disney can't do that sparks the inner child in everybody. I think Alison Saft deserves an award for writing this so beautifully.